enough?
Yes. For now.
If anyone knows about picking a side and making sacrifices, it's you, Hoskins.
I have no reason to trust you, Keener.
No, you don't have to trust me, but do you trust them? After what they did to us, do you still believe in the noble cause of the division?
At the end of the day, you're asking me to defect.
Be honest. Is there a reason not to? Be my Ajax, Hoskins.
Ajax committed suicide, Keener.
But before that, he was a hero.
Is my family okay?
Ah, they're perfectly fine. Had a friend in Buffalo run out to the farm to check on them.
Is that a threat?
Of course not. It's a sign of goodwill and a demonstration of our reach.
That sounds like a threat.
I can get you off the island. My network will get you to them upstate. You can hug your kid and kiss your husband and make sure everything is okay.
What do you want in return?
When you're confident they're safe, I will leave some people to keep an eye on them. Just in case.
Will I do what, exactly?
Go on a little field trip to a small installation in a tiny town in the middle of nowhere. How was the Windy City?
Lots of refugees from the north. Canadian healthcare is not what it used to be.
Harsh winters and uncontrolled borders. Snowbirds migrating south to greener pastures. That makes sense.
Can only imagine how hard things would have been after the trade route shut down.
Mass shortages. Makes people do some pretty desperate things to survive. Sounds like Chicago's in the same boat.
I saw trucks going in and out of the city. I don't know who's supplying them, but it wasn't Sarah.
How could you tell?
Biker gear isn't exactly standard-issued security and uniforms for Sarah drops. This place is a war zone. I figured it would be bad, everything is, but you could have warned me it would be this bad.
Welcome to a picturesque...
Thanks. Not the small-town vacation I was hoping for. There's fighting in the streets, there's a resistance, but they look like shit. Where the fuck is the division?
You were a good EMT. Remember to ignore the chaos. Cal's Hunter is the mission. Stay alert and expect contact once you get close to the installation. Any opposition?
None.
No one was guarding the base?
No. If there are any survivors, they fled...
Did you find what they were looking for?
Isaac did. Echo reconstruction.
Good. What was it?
USB drive. With a roster.
Did you recover the drive?
I wouldn't be calling if I didn't.
Good. Anything else of interest?
Yeah. The way the agents here died. I asked Isaac to do a sweep and status report of any agents and... 4 hits came back, all deceased. They were infected with green poison, but that's not what killed them. Team went to a local lab working on the antiviral for DCD before they scattered and died.
You might want to scrub that from the servers.
I don't know how to do that.
Don't worry. Theo can take care of it. What's the lab called?
Okay, so in the event of an emergency, you want to be able to access all communication devices.
We already have that. It's called the National Emergency Broadcast System.
Sure, but say we have an EMP attack or a solar storm or someone attacks the system.
You want to create a redundancy?
I want to create an autonomous communications tool that can access and collate data.
You should talk to Claire.
Who's Claire?
Never mind. That's... shit. Never mind. I can't talk about it.
Oh, one of your secret DARPA consultant buddies?
Something like that. Listen, your comm systems, it's a good idea, but it's not anything new or special.
Well, not yet, but if I can get the funding grant, I can work on the AI system.
Yeah, you should really talk to Redacted. You're such a hexagon, Kevin. You really are.
I made quite a few upgrades to it. The network interface is more stable, the design is more robust, I fixed a ton of bugs, doesn't crash as much, I upgraded the hardware, improved the battery life, I even added customization options to the screen.
Nerd. Not gonna lie, it's impressive.
Thank you, Professor.
We'll need a full demonstration of its capabilities, of course. The technical schematics, review the code.
I can share most of it.
All of it. You want funding, right? You bring the prototype and your documentation, I bring the relevant people, and we will get your project funded.
Will you bring Claire?
Shut up, Kevin.
Trig.
Yeah?
That redacted Claire you said I should talk to before you remembered I shouldn't know she should exist?
What about her?
She wouldn't happen to be Claire Ortiz, would she?
Get that name out of your mouth. Who told you?
No one. She was at a conference on AI and guidance system applications. We got to talking, I pitched her link, and she told me it was adorable but couldn't compete with Isaac.
Stop talking.
Do you know what she's working on?
Seriously, stop talking.
If left unchecked, her work would violate every privacy law.
Seriously, Kevin, shut the fuck up.
I can't believe you aren't concerned about the security risks of a system like that. We have to tell someone. We need to warn them.
Kevin, do you like handcuffs?
What?
If you tell anyone about Isaac, you'd be a traitor to America. You want a permanent vacation in Guantanamo?
No.
Then learn when to stop talking.
I don't get how our comms are their comms.
Manny, seriously? It's the same network. It's like you work at the same place. You use the same internet connection. If you have permissions, you can just look at anything you want on anyone's computer that's connected.
So we can hear everything they're planning. That's great.
You could, but Nat figured out the exploit and was working on a fix.
Was it ready?
Kind of. She needed more power to run the servers. That's what she was having me set up.
Bertie? Did you set it up?
Yeah, 'cause I thought I was working for you. Fucking Johnson told me it was to help take down the rogues that plague the division. How the fuck was I supposed to know you were the rogues?
We're not.
You're fighting the Black Tusk. Cal is with them. If he's in charge and you're fighting him, you're kind of rogue, my dude.
Okay, I'm still confused. Explain how they work again.
The biometric locks?
Yeah. It's like a scan of my eye in my hand, and then it grants me access, right?
If it was your eye and your hand, that's easier to trick than this. You just take someone's eye and hand and you can access the bunkers.
Oh, that's dark.
Well, that's just like what they do in every spy movie ever. So Claire added extra steps. Your pulse is like a fingerprint. It's unique. Your voice is unique, but deepfake tech makes that easier to manipulate, so you have to have all of them at the same time. That's harder to fake. It's also specific to the user. Wrong key and wrong biometric signature, access denied, and you're fucked.
Why?
Huh. Best case, you get locked in a room until someone clears the lockdown and you're taken in for interrogation.
Worst case.
You activate a kill switch that kills you and everyone around you.
Great.
That's only at like the super high security locations. Most places put you in lockdown, or if a lockdown protocol is impractical, like for cargo shipments or something, they're rigged to incapacitate you with gas or electricity, whichever makes more sense in the environment. Electric traps and water have unintended consequences. The gas is better, it's just a bad hangover. Shock treatment? Half the time you end up pissing yourself, and more open to suggestion and psychological reprogramming, huh?
Call me Cal. Time to come out of hibernation, Agent. There's work to do. Drop whatever you're doing right now. Just walk out. I need you to gather a team. Take whoever you think you'll need and go to immediately. Infiltrate the town and set up a forward operating base. You'll receive further instructions once you get to...
New York BTSU is out of commission. Dolores was eliminated by the Cleaners and Aaron Keener. Looks like Conley is working with him. We knew she could be potentially a problem when she defected to the Cleaners. I know our efforts are focused on DC, but I really think we should take the Keener rogue threat seriously. I'd like permission to put together a team in Brooklyn to monitor the situation. Hey, Nat. Thank you for approving the recon mission to Brooklyn. Things are pretty quiet here compared to the reports in Manhattan. Rikers have crossed the bridge, but Cleaners have isolated to lower Manhattan. Seems like the Midtown division under Fei Lau have been very effective in pushing the Rikers further south and keeping the Cleaners' numbers in check. Even with Conley's help, they don't have the numbers to expand their operation to Brooklyn. They also seem to be planning another attack with Keener after the events on Coney Island. We may need to recruit some local talent to support our mission. Alicia and Agent Lau have history, and there may be an opportunity there.
Bridge. How's Mac?
Surviving, acting like a farmer and a foster mom to all of Long Island.
Well, she would be a great mother.
Not the one that got away, Keener.
You sure about that?
Have I ever lied to you?
Not that I know of, but you are an impeccable liar.
Takes one to know one.
And this is why we are friends.
I thought you only loved me for my money and access to Mac.
I love you because you keep me honest.
Oh, God. Thank you. I needed that. Mac is fine. You don't need to worry about her. Nat would never let anything happen to her special project. This is a bad idea.
Theo's request.
You cannot make his pregnant girlfriend the social director of the settlement.
He wants to keep her safe.
Then move her to Hoskins Farm. You can't keep her safe at Ground Zero.
It's not Ground Zero.
As far as Cal is concerned, anywhere you are is Ground Zero.
He should have thought about that before he sent his hunters after me and my crew.
Man, you used to be friends.
We used to agree on what the world should look like.
You want the same thing, power. You just disagree on who should have it.
Isn't that every war in history?
Sure, but it's also just another pointless war where everyone sacrifices themselves for some random asshole pulling the strings from the safety of their bunker.
I can't really leave the bunker if I'm supposed to be dead.
You really didn't think this part through, did you?
As soon as Faye gets access to Ellis, we can move on to stage 2, and I can come out of hiding.
Keener, is Sarah okay?
Yes?
You don't sound so sure.
Her husband died. Her daughter died. I can't really expect her to be okay.
Are you okay?
Honestly, no.
Fireman thing?
No.
It wasn't your fault.
If we were here, maybe we could have saved them.
But you weren't. And it worked. We got Faye. We got the Rogue Network online. We have Schaefer on side. Your plan is working, and none of that would have happened if you didn't leave.
I know. You can't change the past. You can only hope to atone for the sins and build a better tomorrow.
Please tell me you didn't find religion.
Oh, God, no. Of course not. Just, the Morettis, they were the first people I truly saved. And I let them down. And Sarah, she just reminds me so much of Mac and my first wife. And my second wife.
You definitely have a type.
It's just seeing their family. It was like they were the family that I could have had. Yeah, that little girl, she's so smart and beautiful, and the world is a little bit darker without her in it. Yeah, Sarah, she says she's fine, but parents aren't supposed to outlive their children, and none of us know how to help her. None of us have kids. Yeah, not yet, at least. So it's just hollow platitudes and distractions with work. Birdie?
Bad idea.
She's brilliant.
Yeah, and she has no filter, has an asshole adopted brother. Nat loves her and would never lose tabs on her. Manny has her at the castle, but it's only a matter of time before Nat takes her back.
Fair enough. So, no Birdie and no Vic.
Fuck Vic, that guy's such a dick.
Lauren?
Too much baggage. She would never go without Amanda, and unless you're looking to open a taco truck in Dumbo.
Aquaponics at the bridge.
Yeah. You want to set that up? Just ask Anna for schematics and raid a pet store. If you really want to start a fish farm, you don't need Lauren and Amanda. You need Mari.
You want me to recruit Manny Ortega's pregnant girlfriend?
No, I'm just saying if you want to start a fish farm, you get the expert on fish farms, and that expert is Mari Singh, who happens to be Manny's pregnant girlfriend.
The only way I see that working is if we get Manny on side first.
If you touched his woman, he would put a bounty on your head.
He can't be that insecure.
Insecure, overprotective, and has an army of agents at his disposal. That's a dangerous combo.
What about Cindy?
What about her?
The way she took over the Mortas at Coney Island. She enjoyed blowing out the Black Tusk with her own toys.
She did, and now thanks to Manny, she's in therapy and grounded.
Seriously? That man does not know how to spot talent.
Or he doesn't want to encourage people's bad behaviors.
Bad behaviors, necessary skill set. You say potato, I say rogue agent potential.
She's not an agent. She's a normie.
We all were.
Oh, I was never normal.
Well, we can't all be born with a golden bullet in the chamber. Cleaners attacked the Merritt estate.
You've never crossed the bridge before.
They had help. One of Cal's hunters.
Bullshit.
It was right. He was embedded with them. His team upgraded their gear with some kind of new accelerant that burns purple.
Is Mac okay?
Yeah, Kel says agents got her out. She's at Haven. Mac's safe for now. We have bigger problems than that purple stuff.
Cleaners in Long Island is a pretty big problem.
Wright wasn't working alone. He gave the Lovebirds rogue tech.
Where the hell did he get it?
I have no idea.
We haven't really been keeping an inventory.
Maybe we should start.
He's in love with you.
No, he's not.
He would take a bullet for you.
So would you.
In the shoulder, sure. Leg? I'd have to think about it.
He is not in love with me.
Bishop is obsessed with you. He thinks you're like a prophet or something.
Then he's perfect to spread the gospel of the noble rogues. Billings.
No.
Really?
He is too ethical and loyal to his oath.
It's easy enough to monitor him through other people's comms.
Not the point.
What's the point?
He serves his community. Billings will take care of anyone who asks for help. He doesn't care about the politics, and all this is politics. Best case, he will convince your ops this is a bad idea and you should stand the fuck down, bend the knee, and kiss her white pantsuit before more people get killed.
Right. So, no Billings.
No Billings. Unless you want someone to talk you down and make you emotionally healthy for the first time in your life, then yes, Billings. Always get Billings. You put Bishop in charge of supplies?
Yes, he's trustworthy and loyal.
He's a fanboy.
Loyal?
I think he has a crush on you.
Don't be ridiculous.
I don't think he wants to fuck you, but he is definitely in love with who he thinks you are.
What can I say? I guess I'm a charismatic leader after all.
Are you trying to build a cult?
A community. But there's a fine line between community and cult.
And it doesn't hurt to have an acolyte to spread the gospel of Keener.
Exactly. What do you think of Eva?
Who?
The DJ.
Oh, I don't think anything about her. She's a kid with a podcast for extra credit.
There's potential there. She's funny.
Gross.
What?
Way too young for you, old man.
Not romantic potential. Public communications. Bishop is a true believer, but he's not an entertainer. Eva, even when she's not trying, she's brilliant. Captivating, really. Jack?
Well, she did get tricked by the hunters and left to die, so sure. I guess there's potential there. But she's a package deal.
We'd need Jack and Mel.
And Mel comes with baggage.
Mel sounds like an excellent asset. Sustainability expert, speculative fiction novelist, and master gardener. They can feed our bodies and minds.
Sure.
That sounds like baggage I'd be more than willing to help carry.
The stalkers?
Has anyone worth their salt not had a stalker?
It's not a compliment. A stalker is not a compliment, Keener.
And not to you.
Did you see the dossier on Mel Stalker?
Cassandra Raines? What about her?
She started a cult. They're calling themselves the Reborn.
Might be an opportunity there.
You're building a cult.
I am not building a cult. I'm just thinking it may be worth having a cult in our back pocket. Where are they located?
Louisiana, but they've been moving west since the hurricane. Theo was right. You look like a hobo wizard.
Thank you.
It's not a compliment.
We should update the scan.
What's the point? You can only fake your death once before people take out the contact, before they shoot you in the head, just to be sure.
Ned,
Cal?
how's the family?
Cal wants us to update all three.
I'd really like to see.
Inventory.